Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, I'm here to tell you that dating without getting a Ferrari first is boring. Listen, talking to women without a Ferrari is boring. Yes, talking to women without a Ferrari is boring. Casual SCX without the Ferrari and without the multi-millions of dollars, without the real estate portfolios, it is all boring. Listen, at the end of the day, what are you gaining from SCX? There's no benefit. You're not smashing her in a $10 million home. You're not procreating. What is the benefit of SCX? You're not a female. Females, listen, they live for pleasure. At the end of the day, you're a man. You're supposed to be a masculine man. At the end of the day, listen, you guys are not procreating. You guys just want to smash just to smash. You don't even know why you're smashing a woman. What do you get besides getting drained after smashing a woman? You don't get increased testosterone. So let's debunk that myth right there. You're not going to get increased testosterone smashing women. So what else are you going to get from smashing women? Low testosterone. You're not developing character if you're casual dating, if you're casual smashing. So you don't have character at all. You can't see past lust. At the end of the day, listen. All casual dating is, all casual sex is, without procreation, it's all lust. So at the end of the day, listen, I'm here to show women and to show men that all men are not the same. Listen, just because 98% of men have lust addiction, just because if 98% of men, when they see the left cheek knock into the right cheek and the right cheek just stand on business, at the end of the day, listen, they're going to crawl like a crawling zombie with no legs. At the end of the day, listen, that's how you look. You look like a zombie that got his legs cut off and now you just crawling with your tongue out. At the end of the day, listen, you don't have to do that. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's more to life out here. At the end of the day, I'm telling you, there's rental properties. There's all type of real estate in other countries. You can go to Europe and get a $10 million home. You can go to Europe and get a $7 million castle. At the end of the day, you can't get a castle for $7 million in the USA. At the end of the day, they want you to go like passport bros. Oh yeah, the women treat you good over here. But guess what? You don't have real estate. Where are you going to take the woman at? This is why I'm saying smashing women is boring if you're not a multi-millionaire. Like, what are you going to do besides smash her? That's all you can do. There's no benefit. You can't put her in a Ferrari. Y'all can't pull up too deep, just you and her. Y'all can't go spend $600 and eat like a king at any restaurant. So at the end of the day, what's the real benefit? Listen, you guys can't eat. A lot of women out there, listen, they're wolves. They like to say they want to build with the man, but they've never built anything with the man a day in their life. At the end of the day, they've been in 17 multiple relationships, 17 times 2. They get smashed 144 times a year at the least. So listen, it shows American women don't build anything with American men. So at the end of the day, listen, we have to break these generational curses. Listen, and to all the dudes, the Dr. Umars out there that say, oh, I only date melanated women. Oh, I only date white women. Oh, I only date snow bunnies. Listen, at the end of the day, that's called lust. At the end of the day, I only date the woman that speaks 7 different languages. Listen, at the end of the day, if she can't speak fluently 7 different languages, it's not good for business, because once you go on a generational run, you look at the long term. Is this woman good for business? Just because she can hit the back forward, the X, Y, Y, X, and then I'm like, oh yeah, A, B, A, B, A, B. Then she gonna hit the Xbox home button. I repeat, and I'm like, oh yeah, A, B, A, B. And she hit the home button and she just squirt everywhere. So at the end of the day, listen, casual sex is for Xbox controllers. I repeat, casual sex is for Xbox controllers. And what I mean by Xbox controllers, I mean bots, CPUs. Listen, when a woman throwing it back, it's just X, Y, X, Y, Y, X, Y, X. Some dudes, they only experienced YX, YX before, so when she throw the X, Y, X, Y, oh, we got to look up alpha male strategies. Listen, well, I think we lost. Listen, it's all ego. Now they got to look up alpha male strategies, how to put her to sleep, because she keep using YX, YX, putting him to sleep. At the end of the day, listen, I don't know how AMS is telling men to put women to sleep when, in actuality, when a man busts, he's the one that's tired. Listen, AMS is a sheep trying to act like a wolf. Listen, he's a sheep. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He just chasing the money. He's chasing the fame. He wants to be fame. He doesn't even want the money long term. Because what's going to happen is people going to realize, hey, AMS 20,000 techniques, none of them kept the woman long term. Listen, you could use 47 of AMS techniques, and guess what? The woman will still leave you in 6 years from now. Listen, just because it kept her around from leaving you for 1 year, listen, she didn't leave you the first year, so you thought the AMS tactics worked. She left you on year 7, so that was not long term. At the end of the day, listen, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, if you're looking for a long-term wife who's going to be with you to the casket drop, at the end of the day, you're going to get your resources all the way up. You're going to be a multi-millionaire. You're going to focus on getting the portfolio, multi-million-dollar portfolio in real estate. So that way, you can show your receipts and you're not capping. Because listen, a lot of these dudes, they like to flex $100,000, but they can't get into Aspen. And with the 100K cash, they're just flexing other people's money on you. They're flexing loans on you guys. That's not even their money. Because at the end of the day, they had to get a loan because they couldn't take their time and create content. They wanted to be a follower. They wanted to play the dating game. And if they didn't play the dating game, look on the end of the word dating. It's called the dating game. It's all a game. At the end of the day, listen, stop dating. You should never date. Dating is a horrible idea. Dating is horrible advice. Listen, it should be guys out here telling men to focus on the portfolio. So guess what? If she has a bad attitude, now you don't have to look for a place to stay because she kicked you out of her apartment or she kicked you out of her house. Now you don't have a portfolio, so look what that got you. Yeah, you smashed her 1,000 times. You know, you made her squirt and hit the ceiling 10 times a day for a whole year straight. And now you have nowhere to go. Listen, this is what happens when you focus on the short term. You just want to feel pleasure. Just like the guys on semen retention who keep relapsing. They're focused on the short term. Listen, they went 30 days. Now they need a short term relapse. They're focused on that 5 minutes of They're not focused on what's going to happen after that 5 minutes. Now you want to start all over. Now you want to retain again. Listen, if you're going to relapse just to retain again, what sense does that make? These are guys focused on these are guys who are not focused on a long term. They're focused on a short term. Listen, relapsing is for guys who focus on a short term. If you're focused on a long term, you're going to go on long streaks, 7 to 10 years. You're going to show long portfolios instead of showing a woman, oh, I got 12 inches of long meat. At the end of the day, that's thinking with your little head instead of your big head because your brain is the most powerful head. So at the end of the day, listen, the brain is more powerful than your backstroke. The brain is more powerful than the missionary position. At the end of the day, your brain, your portfolio, listen, how are you going to pay for the $10 million mansion with SEX? Listen, you guys are not OnlyFans male porn stars. You cannot show the real estate agent, yeah, this is the $10 million. Listen, at the end of the day, you can't pay for it with OnlyFans. At the end of the day, do you have crypto? Do you have cash? Or do you have credit? I repeat, do you have crypto? Do you have cash? Or do you have credit? Or listen, it's 2025. Do you have Dogecoin? At the end of the day, if you don't have those four currencies, at the end of the day, listen, you got to focus on priorities first. Listen, let these guys go run out and beat at 98%. We're going to be the guys that didn't complain in life. And the reason we're not complaining, this is why we're going to, 7 to 10 years from now, drive Lamborghinis as daily drivers. We're not going to drive the Lamborghini just for a month. Now we back to driving the Kia. No, we're driving Lamborghinis. This is our real life. We not even capping. I repeat, we're not even capping. This is really what we're really doing. This is how we really living. Listen, it was a phrase in the hood growing up. Listen, this is how we really living. We really living like that. I repeat, it was a phrase in the hood growing up. We really living like that. You ain't really living like that. These dudes ain't really living like that. At the end of the day, they smashing all the chicks. Of course they have time to smash all the chicks. They don't have a real estate portfolio. Of course they smashing all the chicks. They don't have currency. They don't have cash. They're not driving Ferraris. They're not content creators. Listen, if you're a content creator, you wouldn't have time to smash. If you were dropping 17 YouTube videos a day, do you really have time to smash? Listen, we got to work out at least 2 to 3 times a day. Listen, do we really have time to smash? Listen, we practicing different languages. Listen, not only do my women got to speak 4 to 7 different languages. Listen, I also practice languages. So I'm also not just an English speaker. You got to understand. Listen, Monk Mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, dating is for time wasters. If you want to be a time waster, you're going to chase cat. That's all cat can do is waste your time. All coochie can do is waste your time. You don't have the woman that speaks 7 to 10 different languages with no attitude. You didn't get her from a part of the country or a part of the world where respect for men is the highest. You didn't go to Europe. You didn't have the real estate in Europe, so nobody knows you in Romania. Dudes want to go to Romania like Andrew Tate. They don't have real estate in Romania. They don't have a $3 million property in Romania. Listen, if you want to go to Colombia, make sure you get the $10 million mansion in Colombia. Make sure you're in the penthouse in Colombia. Listen, the real estate comes before the pleasure. Listen, if the pleasure comes before the real estate, you're going to fall off. I repeat, you're going to fall off. Listen, don't let these dating coaches out here lie to you. The reason the Matrix needs and pushes dating coaches is because you guys are going to focus on the SEX and you're not going to focus on the resources. You're not going to focus on the portfolios. So while all these dudes are out here buying up the real estate, you guys are keep having SEX, you keep relapsing, you keep dating, you keep talking to women. Stop talking to women. Like, stop having conversations with women. Besides, how you doing today? What's going on? How's it going? How's it going today? Besides stuff like that, listen, stop talking to women. You guys are debating with women that want vitamin D. Listen, they want your seeds so they can be bigger, stronger, and faster. Then they're going to buy the portfolio for themselves. Listen, they're looking for an exit. Listen, a lot of women have an exit strategy from the time they meet you to the time they leave you. Listen, at the end of the day, you need to have an exit strategy for the hood. Get out of the hood and get in those mansions. Get in the $7.2 million homes. You don't have to be a baseball player to afford that. Listen, it's a thing called social media now. YouTube, content create. Listen, we're content creators. We don't have time for SEX. This is what makes semen retention and monk mode super easy. This is what makes it easy to not relapse. Because listen, I need this energy to create content. Listen, we rocking 15-minute videos. At the end of the day, listen, multiple videos. So at the end of the day, we don't have time for sex. Oh, do she like me? Do she like me not? Do she like me? Do she like me not? Listen, does the $3.5 million rental property or does the $3.5 million mansion like you? That's all that matters. The mansion needs to like you. Listen, if your card goes through, and listen, if your card goes through, that's all that matters. If your card declines, listen, use the other card. Now, if you have no resources, why are you worried about sex? You can't even take care of a family. Listen, what besides casual sex, what they didn't tell you is that it could be potentially in 9 months a baby could appear from the heavens. That's what they're not telling you. Dating coaches, they're telling you to smash women asleep. But what's going to happen if you get 3 different women pregnant because you were enjoying the dating game? You was just out here going crazy. Now you got 3 baby mamas by women with 3 attitudes. Now they're not good for business. Now they about to ruin your life because they got a bad attitude because they've been smashed so many times. At the end of the day, these women weren't virgins. So dudes are literally playing a dating game and they're not getting virgins. They're not getting a woman that they really want. At the end of the day, listen, Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.